Welcome to Starbase, Texas, where the morning sun reveals the colossal steel silhouettes of a dream destined to reach the mysterious red sands of Mars. The Mechazilla launch tower reaches upward like a mechanical cathedral, ready to catch and cradle the most powerful transportation system ever conceived by modern humanity. Behold the sheer scale of this industrial forge, where human ambition takes the form of towering steel giants standing guard against the quiet morning horizon. This mirror-like surface is more than just metal. It is the skin of a vessel designed to carry the hopes of a multi-planetary species. Observe the dedicated engineers moving with purpose beneath the massive hull, their small stature illustrating the incredible scale of this monumental engineering masterpiece. Standing tall against the Texas sky, the Super Heavy booster represents the pinnacle of aerospace manufacturing, a vertical monument to our drive for exploration. Every weld and every plate of steel has been meticulously crafted to withstand the violent forces of ascent and the harsh vacuum of the void. Starbase, Texas. This is the place where humanity is actively forging the path to the stars, turning science fiction into our tangible future reality. Inside the high bay, the air is thick with the scent of ozone and the rhythmic sounds of heavy industry as the assembly begins. Advanced robotic arms dance around the steel rings, performing high-precision welds that will hold together under the immense pressure of cryogenic fuel. The brilliant blue arc of the welder creates a bond stronger than the metal itself, essential for surviving the extreme stresses of space travel. Continuous rotation ensures every inch of the cylinder is perfectly uniform, a necessary step when building a structure destined for the heavens. The precision of these welds is measured in microns, where even the smallest flaw could lead to a catastrophic failure during the mission's peak. Gigantic cranes perform a delicate aerial ballet, lowering massive fuel tank segments into place with a precision that defies their enormous physical weight. Millimeter by millimeter, the segments are aligned, a process that requires patience and the highest level of technical expertise from the ground crew. Inside the cavernous tanks, technicians perform rigorous inspections, ensuring that the interior is pristine and ready to hold thousands of tons of propellant. Ultrasonic waves penetrate the steel to reveal the integrity of the joints, providing a digital map of the rocket's structural health and safety. The assembly line is a hive of activity, with multiple ships taking shape simultaneously to ensure a rapid pace of development and testing. The polished steel reflects the bright lights of the forge, symbolizing the transition from raw materials to a sophisticated vessel of cosmic exploration. This internal bulkhead is the backbone of the propellant system, engineered to manage the shifting weights and pressures of a heavy lift launch. Time moves fast in the forge as layers of steel are added, slowly transforming a collection of rings into a world-changing aerospace vehicle. Structural testing pushes the metal to its limits, simulating the extreme environments the ship will face as it breaks through Earth's thick atmosphere. Stainless steel 304L. Thin, lightweight, but incredibly resilient. It is the perfect armor for a ship destined for the frozen reaches of space. Entering the heart of the beast, we find the thrust puck, a complex labyrinth of plumbing designed to feed the monster's hunger for fuel. The Raptor 3 engine is a marvel of modern engineering, a compact powerhouse that burns liquid methane and oxygen with unprecedented efficiency. Each engine is carefully hoisted into its specific mounting point, the first of many to be integrated into this massive propulsion array. The inner cluster of 13 engines provides the precision steering and landing capability needed to return this giant safely back to Earth. 20 more engines are added to the outer ring, bringing the total to 33 and creating the most powerful rocket engine cluster in history. The turbopumps spin at incredible speeds, moving massive amounts of propellant into the combustion chamber to generate millions of pounds of force. Technicians apply exact torque to every bolt, ensuring that the engines remain securely attached despite the violent vibrations of a full-power liftoff. Every connection must be leak-proof, as even a minor methane escape could lead to a catastrophic fire in the engine compartment during flight. Fuel lines run like a nervous system through the booster, delivering the lifeblood of the rocket to the thirsty engines waiting below. The ability to gimbal allows the engines to steer the rocket, providing the agility necessary to navigate through the thin upper atmosphere. Sophisticated avionics units monitor every engine in real time, making thousands of micro-adjustments per second to maintain perfect flight stability and performance. This complex network of hardware and software is the culmination of decades of research, all focused on one goal: reaching the stars. From below, the 33 engine bells form a geometric masterpiece, a symbol of human ingenuity ready to ignite the Texas sky. Final laser scans confirm the alignment of each nozzle, ensuring the combined thrust of all engines is perfectly centered for a stable ascent. Nitrogen purges clear the lines of any impurities, preparing the propellant system for the freezing temperatures of liquid methane and oxygen. With the final engine in place, the heart of the beast is complete, ready to beat with the power of thousands of tons of thrust. As the platforms pull away, the true power of the Super Heavy is revealed. A sight that commands respect and awe from all who see it. This logo is a promise of a new era, a mark of quality and a beacon of hope for a future among the stars. With 7,600 tons of thrust, this machine is twice as powerful as the legendary Saturn V that took us to the moon. Moving to the upper stage, we see the protective layer of thousands of hexagonal heat tiles, each one a shield against the fires of re-entry. Each tile is placed by hand with meticulous care, ensuring a perfect fit that will protect the ship from temperatures exceeding 3,000 degrees. Specialized high-temperature adhesives and mechanical pins work together to keep these vital shields attached during the violent vibrations of flight. The sound of a gentle tap confirms the bond is secure. A simple but essential check in a process that demands absolute perfection. The resulting mosaic is a work of engineering art, designed to dissipate the massive energy of orbital velocity as the ship returns to Earth. The contrast between the mirror-like steel and the dark, heat-absorbent tiles highlights the dual nature of this vessel, built for both vacuum and fire. Gaps are measured to the fraction of a millimeter, preventing hot plasma from seeping through and damaging the ship's structural integrity during descent. Deep inside the ship, a complex web of fiber optic cables forms the nervous system, transmitting data at the speed of light. Every sensor is a window into the ship's performance, providing the mission control team with vital information on every system's status. Gold-filmed insulation protects sensitive electronics from the extreme heat and radiation of space, ensuring the ship's brain remains cool and functional. The onboard computers are the silent pilots of the mission, capable of making life-saving decisions in a fraction of a heartbeat. Large aerodynamic flaps move with surprising grace, designed to steer the ship like a skydiver as it falls through the atmosphere. Powerful electric motors provide the muscle for these fins, allowing the ship to maintain control during the most critical phases of flight. Under the cover of night, the work continues, as the ship is prepared for the ultimate test of its revolutionary thermal protection system. In the world of orbital flight, there is no room for error. Here, perfection is not an aspiration. It is the minimum standard. The moment of assembly arrives as the massive Mechazilla chopstick arms open wide, ready to perform a feat of unprecedented mechanical strength. With a firm but careful grip, the tower embraces the Starship, preparing to lift the multi-ton spacecraft into its final launch position. The spacecraft rises into the air, suspended by the tower's power, a breathtaking sight that showcases the incredible capabilities of the Starbase facility. High above the Texas coast, the ship moves toward its destination, a vertical journey that marks the final stage of the assembly process. From the summit of the tower, the view is dizzying. Looking down at the massive, super-heavy booster waiting to be joined with its partner. The descent is slow and methodical, as the two halves of the most powerful rocket in history come together for the first time. As the ship settles into place, the air is filled with the sound of venting gas and the heavy clank of locking mechanisms engaging. The two giants are now one, bound together by powerful clamps that will hold them firm until the moment of stage separation in space. At 121 meters tall, the full stack is a towering achievement, the tallest and most powerful flying structure ever built. As evening falls, the tower lights transform the rocket into a glowing beacon of hope, visible for miles across the dark Texas plains. 121 meters of steel and ambition, standing ready to carry humanity beyond the confines of our home planet. The final countdown begins as the deluge system activates, releasing a wall of water to protect the pad from the coming fire. Thick clouds of steam erupt as the system prepares to absorb the massive acoustic energy and heat of 33 Raptor engines. Venting gases signal that the rocket is fully fueled and pressurized, a sleeping giant beginning to breathe before its violent awakening. Ignition sequence start. The engines come to life in a sequence of fire and sound that will soon shake the very earth. The forge is fully lit as the super heavy booster erupts with unimaginable power, pushing against the ground with the force of millions. Liftoff. The giant leaves its cradle, riding a pillar of fire into the heavens as it begins its journey to the stars. As it disappears into the void, we welcome a new era for our species. Welcome to the beginning of our multi-planetary future.